everybody and welcome. In today's video we will be making a floral birthday card because, well, it was my friend's birthday yesterday and I needed a birthday card, but also today is a 24-hour stamp set sale and the particular stamp sets I'm going to be using today are on sale, so you can grab them at 15% off. These sales happen once a year and they're amazing, and it's always a nice way to get the ones that you want at a discount. My name is Tatiana. I'm from Tatiana Creative Stamping Adventure and I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. I should say, if you're watching on YouTube, the stamp sale has well been and gone. I do apologize that. I don't get things up onto YouTube as quickly as I'd like. I'm working on it. But you know, we've all got things that we need to work on. So welcome, still say hi, still let me know what you think of the project and whether you would like to recreate it. You know you're watching live if you see the little red live there, but whether you're watching live or not, please do let me know that you have watched. Give me a thumbs up or a little love heart, or even leave a comment. So let's head to the craft desk and get started. Okay. The stamp sets that I would like to use today is one that I picked up last year on the same stamp sale, which is Beautiful Friendship. It is a photopolymer stamp set that is, what's the word, distinctive, meaning that you can see there's tonal variation within the stamp. That means you only have to stamp it once and you get this beautiful tonal variation, which is perfect for those quick yet stunning projects. Morning Megan, how are you? So we're using that one, and then I really love this one. It's the Family Party. I don't use it often, but what's fantastic is that I really love the way you can write happy birthday, or you could go, and I love that you could do in-law. So I could do mother-in-law, father-in-law, sister-in-law. So I have a lot of in-laws. This is amazing. And yeah, just for a special, anyway, lots of great things. These are both photopolymer. So I'm going to put that one to the side and let's start with florals. I've got a Whisper White thick card base, and I've got Blushing Bride piece, and then I've got a slightly smaller, so the Blushing Bride, and then the Whisper White slightly smaller. And we're going to start by creating this background, and we're going to use that one. I consider that one like a hydrangea stamp. Whatever it is, it's pretty. And we're going to use it to create a pink floral background. I'm well, thanks, Megan. Loving the warmer weather. Absolutely loving it. I was over the winter. So I'm going to mount that onto my stamp set. And we're going to take some Blushing Bride ink. Leanne. Now, I don't want this to be particularly dark, so one way we could achieve that is by stamping off, but I don't want to waste the ink, so my trick is to take a different block, one that we're not using, and I'm going to push the ink down. So I'm using the blocks. Our blocks have curves on them, so it's not going to ruin the ink pad, and I'm pushing the ink to one side. By doing this, I get very little ink onto my block, so I'm wasting less ink, and I'm creating just a patch where the ink is less saturated, and over time the ink will flow back evenly, so it doesn't ruin your ink pad, but it gives that lighter inking. And remember, I said it's photopolymer and it's distinctive, so it's got that tonal variation. Hello Roz and Sylvia, lovely to see you both. You caught me live again. Yes, so I started in the middle so that I can make sure I cover all the areas. If you start to the side, it might not all fit in. By starting in the middle, I can make sure I go around. Or you can start a bit off the side to the middle. You know, I mean, it's really up to you. But I'm just explaining my logic and design choices. Inking this all up. There we go. Perfect. close that ink pad up. And I've just been stamping on my Stamparatus foam mat because it's a photopolymer stamp set. To get more of an even imprint, it's always handy to have a little bit of foam underneath. Now I'm going to just bring in some scrap grid paper, and I'm going to take, so I did this in last week's video. I created a frost white shimmer paint spritzer, but this week I'm going to use the champagne mist. So the same process as last week's creativity time, but I'm using the champagne mist, and I'm going to spray that over. It's a great stamp set, isn't it, Roz? And just, it does curve up because I've wet the paper, but as it dries it'll flatten. Now, don't need this straight away. Can you see that gorgeous sparkle across that paper? It's like we've created shimmer paper, but our shimmer paper it's got that little bit of yellow tone to it, and I just didn't want that, so for this reason I've done that. I'm going to put that to the side and let it dry while we create some other florals. I'll flip that, and I've just got a scrap piece of Whisper White, and I'm going to start with stamping this big beautiful flower set. Pretty, thank you, Margaret. Thinking I want a darker colour for this one. Do we want purple? No, I want pinks. I'm really into the pinks today. We're going to go with Melon Mambo. So I'm going to ink that up in Melon Mambo. And stamp. Beautiful. And I'm going to clean my stamp so that I don't forget. Just clean the other one. Megan, you read my mind. I am going to fussy cut, exactly right. But let's keep stamping before we start fussy cutting. I'm sorry to those who dislike fussy cutting, but yes, I will be fussy cutting. And I want this little one as well. And I'm going to keep it simple, because this little one has those little stipples of inside in the same color, so I'm going to keep that concept. So I might stamp off for this. There we go. And is there? Yes, there is. It's even smaller ones for the other flower. So I got this one last year on the stamp sale, and absolutely no regrets in getting it. It's such a beautiful stamp set, and I love, look at that tonal variation just from one stamping. So if you need a stamp that creates beautiful imagery quickly without much effort, this is definitely a fantastic one to add to your collection. And I'll say it again, it's 15% off today only. We need some leaves. I'm going to try to mount these on the same block. Let's see. Yes, got them onto the same block. We need some greenery. What colour shall we do? I'm going to go untraditional colour. I'm going to go with Coastal Cabana. Matches in the brightness. I actually don't know how many leaves I need. Don't worry, I won't fussy cut all of them. We'll fussy cut the flowers and then work out how many leaves we need. You don't have to watch me fussy cut everything. And I definitely would like some of these. And I'm going to do those in Gorgeous Grape. And I love this. Look how variable in tone that is and how easy that was to get. Normally you would have to double stamp or use your sponge daubler or something to add that effect in. Again, I'm stamping extras just while I'm here. Let's see, do we want one of these? Let's stamp it and see. No harm in stamping. Plus it's so fun. We'll do it in Melon Mambo as well. Because I don't want to not have it stamped and then decide that I would like it. Perfect, look at that. Fit nicely in that little spot. I've got a little bit of something, dust. Let's see. Yes, it'll fit. Woohoo! Perfect. Bold, bright, and beautiful. That's the theme for today. Now let's just give these stamps a quick wipe down. Now the pink inks do absorb into the photopolymer and kind of stay even though you've cleaned them. It doesn't ruin the stamp. The stamp still perfectly stamps, so don't worry about that. Now, I'm going to start with this big one, and I find it easier if I chop off the flowers that I'm fussy cutting away from the main sheet. That way, A, I can't snip into something else. B, I have a bit more control over that flower. So today is what, the 23rd? That means I have been sugar-free for 23 days. Can you believe it? I almost feel like we should add some chocolates to these flowers because, you know, flowers and chocolates go beautifully. 23 days. So for those who haven't or are new to watching my channel, I have joined Sugar Free September, which is a fundraiser for muscular dystrophy. The organisation Muscular Dystrophy supports kids and families, particularly of kids with muscular dystrophy, because they need that extra support essentially. It's a debilitating condition, but you've got to say, give it to those people. They're those with muscular dystrophy. They don't let life ruin them. Well, their challenges ruin their life and they enjoy life. And Muscular Dystrophy New South Wales allows them to live their life at the fullest. And I'm raising funds for them and doing something healthy for myself. So if you would like, you could sponsor me so that I can help more people and so that I can keep going sugar-free. Because, you know, it ain't easy, particularly with young kids around. Actually, it hasn't been too bad. I'm getting used to it. But man, with this warmer weather, I want ice cream. Hello, Karen. How are you? I want ice cream in this lovely warm weather. But I'm being good. I am not eating ice cream. It's not easy, I tell you. Well, actually, we haven't bought any, so that helps. None in the freezer, and our little freezer died, so we can't have that extra stuff in the freezer. Nope, last week of school for this term, and then we're on school holidays, so there won't be any lives during the school holidays. I want to spend some time with the kids and feel free to go here or there, do some adventuring or outside activities without constraints of videos and time slots. So no videos for the next 2 weeks, but I will be back, and I will look forward to. You're loving what I'm doing? Great, Karen. You've missed the beginning. We have stamped a lovely background and it's set aside to dry because we then spritzed it with, what do we call it? Some rubbing alcohol mixed with not the frost white, the champagne mist. See, if I pre-stamped and fussy cut all of this before the video, then you would have missed most of the stamping. So that's not cool. That's why you get to watch it. We get to have a chat. Yes, I agree, Roz. My kids are 9 and 7, so they still want to spend time with us, and we are certainly taking advantage of that. Hubby's even got time off these school holidays, which is fantastic. He often doesn't, so we're really looking forward to that family time. Let's see where the wind takes us. Let's cut some leaves. Let's fussy cut. Yeah, well, right. It's like, that sounds wrong. Cut some leaves. But no, it's right. Wouldn't it have been amazing to have a die set for this one? Oh well, can't have it all. Honestly, it doesn't take that long to fussy cut. There we go. Don't you just love the bright colours? These colours are so me. Like, I have all the ink pads and the papers, but I've got to say the bright collection is my favourite go-to. Followed by subtles. Neutrals the least. Oh, Regal's the least. Neutrals are great for backgrounds and stuff. Oh. Now, if you have trouble fussy cutting, here are some of my top tips. Firstly is you don't actually want a big pair of scissors. Big scissors make it a lot harder because they're longer, and so that makes it harder to maneuver around. Secondly, open up the paper snips that we sell are the best for this. Open them up nice and wide and then start and then keep going. Now, my third tip is to move the paper, not the scissors. As you can, if you watch me as I'm cutting, you'll see that my scissors remain on the same angle. I am closing them for the cutting process, but they're kind of facing this way constantly, and all I'm doing is moving the paper. Definitely think we need a few more leaves. I'm not going to fussy cut those flowers though. Leave them. If we need them, we'll cut them up. And those are my top 3 tips. Oh, fourth tip, sharp scissors. Blunt scissors will not help you. So our paper snips are perfect. They're the perfect size, and they're sharp, and they're easy to use, and we'll just get this little 3 leaves. Let's start assembling. There we go. Let's see. Here is our background that we created. You can see now it's no longer curved, and it's got that beautiful shimmer and shine to it. We're mounting it on. So I stamped in, for those who are just joining, I stamped in Blushing Bride, and this is Blushing Bride card stock. I'm laughing because I've just read Megan's comment. Megan's top tip for fussy cutting is to stamp a whole sheet and post it to Tatiana. Cheeky, cheeky lady. Maybe I should take my address off the World Wide Web. Though I do enjoy fussy cutting, I've got to admit that. Okay, I am pre-cut the card base, burnishing that, And you may have noticed I always burnish on the back and then flip it over to the front. Just a quirky thing I do. And that is going to go there. I'm thinking I'll put it up on Dimensionals, but for now, I feel like this is too bright. This, yeah, we should have gone with a lighter pink. Yeah, do you know what? Don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. We're going to change it to petal pink. Ah, we can't change it. Oh, yes, we can. Just got enough cardstock. Don't shoot me. Yep. I want it lighter. I don't know. What do we think? Or shall we keep going? Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We could tone it down with some vellum. The only thing with that is then all our shimmer will be covered up. What's the point of shimmering it if I'm going to cover it up with vellum? Anyway, let's see. Let's keep going. I was kind of envisaging it on an angle here and coming off. We need another one of those. Yeah, we're going to stamp another one of these ones. Can I shimmer the vellum? I'm concerned, well, not concerned, I've never shimmered vellum, and I'm thinking it might come off. Let's cut and try. I'm going to cut the vellum down to size first. That was 1.5, 1, 2, 3. I'm talking to myself with the 1.5, 1, 2, 3. It's just the way I measured the paper out. 1.5, 1, 2, 3. Got a feeling the vellum won't hold the shimmer. But let's give it a go. Let's spritz it. Where did I put that spritzer? There we go. So always make sure you shake your spritzer. I have these permanently made up, and when they run out I just, ooh, so pretty. But I don't know if that's going to stay. So let's put that to the side and see. In the meantime, I wanted another one of those flowers. I have a problem. I have trouble throwing out cardstock, and don't like to waste it. So you can see that piece is really not that usable in some respects, but look at that. It's enough to have that flower. Worth keeping. Fantastic. So what I wanted to do was have this on an angle. Go there, and this will go there. That right there. And that will finish up that corner beautifully. Need another one of those purple. See what I mean? Like, this is why I stamped extras. Once you start arranging, You never know what you need. I feel like I should do a florist course in flower arranging, obviously floristry, so that I can get some extra tips for the card making. So that's not crazy. I think it's probably a little crazy. But you know, those florists, they do amazing jobs. Like, I could never get flowers to look quite as pretty as they do. Yep, I like. And then we'll add the leaves in here and there. Let's see. Oh, my vellum has completely curved and it's not drying. It is not drying at all. Oh, hold on. No, it is drying. Woo! The vellum is drying and it's keeping the shimmer. Woohoo! So we're going to use that and keep that there. Swoosh that off. And what I also wanted to, oh, that needs to go the vellum first. Let's speed the vellum drying up. Oh no, it's, look at that, it worked. It worked, it worked, it worked. Ideally you would let the vellum fully dry. I'm not. I'm going to adhere it down. So because our flowers are going to go roughly there, that's where I'm going to add my glue, because vellum shows it's the glue from underneath. So you want to add the glue in places where it will not show up. There we go. That tones down our background and makes the flowers more pop up behind that. And before I add the flowers or anything else, I also like to add a strip of this beautiful ribbon. This is from the August to December annual catalogue. No, not annual, August to December mini catalogue. It is called Metallic Mesh Ribbon. And it is just so pretty. Won't that look nice behind our flowers? So I've cut an extra long piece of it and it's going to go fold behind. And I didn't really need to cut that much. And I'm going to take our Stampin' Seal. I tend to use liquid glue, but for things like this, this is where it comes in handy. And fold that, make sure that's taut, and fold that across. And that holds that in place beautifully. Also holds our vellum a little bit in place. And if we add another flower up there, that'll hold that bit too. Now let's add our Stampin' Dimensionals. My floral arrangement has disassembled. Notice as I place each dimensional, I swoosh my nail across and that lifts the backing up. And when the backing is up that little bit, it makes it a lot easier to peel it off. I rather add more dimensionals than less, but that is my personal preference. There is no right or wrong. Silence. Is everyone fussy cutting in the background? Because you know you love it so much. You decide to give it a go. I'm going to have to just bring this down so that I can see and position that a bit more evenly. Now start with our big flower. Adding the glue just to the center. If you want your flowers to be more stuck down, then you'd need to add more glue, and be aware of any bits that you want to add underneath or in between. But I really like gluing flowers just by the middle, and that way I can add bits, slide bits behind like leaves without any troubles at all. So we had the purple one. There. We add, I'm going to add something. So the vellum's extra curvy because of the shimmering. Ooh. We shall find a way to fix that. But let's finish our arrangement first. Yep, like that there. And now for the leaves, and see what I mean? Like now I can tuck those leaves in behind because the flowers are all, they're not all stuck down. Well, they're stuck down, but they've got that extra space. There we go, we need, put a block on top of it. Okay. I actually don't think that'll help because of the nature of vellum, but it's worth a shot. We'll add some leaves at the top to hide the glue. Where were I? There. I was putting that there. Lift that up a little bit. Look at that, how pretty. Actually, I think that is good. And what we shall do is get another one of those. Actually, we could. No, we'll get one of those big ones again. Where did I put that piece? Keep the block there. Another one of these. Melon Mambo. Fussy Cutting. We'll put it up in the corner, diagonally opposite to where we've got our main arrangement. So we'll place some glue there, and that'll hold that down. We'll need the block. Now, got that flower there. I'm going to use the block to just wait for it to set. You'll need these leaves. Don't forget, we still haven't done the happy birthday bit too. That has certainly helped there. on this side. And add that single leaf, that little leaf right there, to cover, or to get that corner down. Just going to keep that there for the moment, and we're going to stamp our sentiment. Desk getting messy again. Aha! I have the Tasteful labels, which are seriously my favorites. Birthday. Where's birthday? Where's the happy? Is there no birthday here? Oh, there it is. The birthday will fit. This is seriously my favorite set of dies. Or, hold on. Birthday and then the happy. We'll do this one. Highly recommend those dies, the Tasteful label dies. I'm gonna grab some more of Whisper White. I don't know why I went some more. I'm gonna quickly die cut that. Good crafting session when the table starts looking messy. Say hello to Bailey. This is Stampin' Up's own Stampin' Cut and Press machine, and it will come in 2 sizes. This is the standard size. Because of COVID and manufacturing, the mini is not quite ready, which is a bummer, but it is coming. Aha, the plate is underneath. And I'm using the magnetic cutting plate because it holds things in place perfectly every single time. Now you can see that our corners are all down thanks to that little bit of concealing of glue, and we just want to work out where we want to put our sentiment. I like it right there. We're going to do the happy birthday from this stamp set, which is the family party, which doesn't have to just be family stuff. Where's the word birthday there? Morning, Joanne. How's it going? How's the studies? I will stamp these separately, just to give me a little bit of confidence that I'm getting them right. I'm going to start with the birthday because I want it. Oh, doesn't fit. Well then, let's do some die cutting again with some partial die cutting, just to make it a little bit longer. Back in. Okay, so we're going to partial die cut. We're going to start by die cutting this part of, oh, that's not on. Well done. Well done, Joanne. Congratulations. Okay, so we're going to die cut the first part of the flag with the bannered end, as so. So it can go as far as we want. Just we don't want to die cut that last little bit because we want to elongate this. Push that through again. So we've got that bit all done. In fact, I might just even rip that off, and now we are going to, so if it's there, it would be the same size. If I move it down a little bit, that'll make it a bit longer, but I'm flipping it to the back and making sure that some of those stitching, that stitching is catching on the same spots as the current stitching that's already die cut there. And then make that even. So I'm going to flip this around this way so that again I can place the plate partially on the there and run that through. And that gives us a longer piece. So if I bring in the other one, you can see the difference. So when you need something a little bit longer, you can definitely still use your dies that you have. That is not a problem. And now, birthday fits in perfectly. Question is, what color do we want to stamp it? I'm going to go with Gorgeous Grape because we have a lot of mambo already. You ordered it. How exciting, Joanne. Okay, silence. Concentration, not silence. Concentration. There. Birthday. And I'm going to take the happy and I'm going to line it up to the right. Happy birthday. And it can go, look, we can even do this. We'll extend it off to the side a little bit. And because we've extended it off to the side just that little bit, I'm going to take two of those little tiny mini dimensionals, form the edge, and then glue for the rest. Lining this edge up with the edge of the card. And that, and again, going to add the block there just to keep it pressed down. And we need to decorate our envelope because it's not finished until the envelope is too. I'm going to slot. I feel like someone keeps trying to knock our back wall down. I'm going to grab a second piece. Oh, let's use this scrap. There we go. Let's stamp the big flowers. The edge here. Ah! It came off with that. And that is enough for the envelope. Keep the ink pad out because no card is complete without the envelope and the inside of the card. And I'll use that same big fold just in the corner here. There we go. Need to clean that. Put it on my cleaning pad. And there we have it. A very pink floral birthday card. Perfect for any female or male who likes flowers. Maybe a florist. But yes, so we've toned down. We've still got the shimmer on the vellum, which is exciting, and might be coming off a little bit, but to be honest, I've got shimmer all over my hands, so I can't tell you for sure. And we've got that If you wanted to have more color, you could have stamped the flowers in lots of different colors, but I just wanted to, I wanted it to be, look at it and go, that's pink. That was the theme for today. That is very pink. So remember that this beautiful stamp set, well, both stamp sets that I've used today are on sale, so you can grab them at 15% off. I've put a link directly to the sales section of my online store. Use the host code and you will get a little gift from me in next month for shopping. And I also do have a customer loyalty program. For every $50 you spend at my online store, you get to collect a sticker. Collect 10 stickers and you'll get $50 worth of products for free from me as a thank you for shopping with me and supporting me. This is a small business. This is my business. It's also my passion and absolute delight to be sharing all of this with you. And I do a happy dance every time I get a notification that there's been an order. Let's see, Joanne said, you know, I never get a handmade birthday card. Really, Joanne? I can't believe that. I need to find out when your birthday is and make sure I send you one for your next one. I can't believe that. You're very welcome. I will enjoy the school holidays, so there won't be any lives for the rest of this month. And I will be back on the 8th is a Thursday, 8th, 9th, 10, 11. I'll be back on October the 12th on Monday night for Fantastic Fun Folds, and then the 15th of October for Creativity Time. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope I've inspired you, and I'll catch you at the next one. Bye for now.